With that, I will yield to the ranking member, gentleman from Rhode Island, Mr. Magaziner.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today. As members of the Homeland Security Committee, we have a duty to protect the United States homeland and the people who live here from all threats, foreign and domestic. I speak for all the members of this subcommittee when I say that we honor the sacrifices and dedication of all who served our country in Afghanistan, including some of the witnesses who are here today. The American veterans of the Afghanistan War who I speak with have a broad range of opinions about the decision to withdraw. Some believe we should have stayed longer, some believe that withdrawing was the right thing to do, some believe we should have withdrawn earlier. But regardless, I want every American who served in Afghanistan to know that you made a positive difference. Thanks to you, Al-Qaeda and ISIS are operating at a fraction of their prior strength. The masterminds behind 9/11 and other heinous attacks have been brought to justice. Countless other attacks have been prevented. Lives have been saved. And our nation is safer today than it was in 2001. Now that the war is over, it is vital that we be proactive in ensuring that terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda and ISIS-K, which have been diminished due to the sacrifice of American service members, our NATO allies, and other partners, never regain the capability to launch a large-scale attack on the U.S. homeland again. The Biden administration's successful drone strike to eliminate Ayman al-Zawahiri following the withdrawal was a positive development that showed American citizens and people around the world that we can and we must continue to take proactive steps to defend our homeland and our allies from terrorist threats. We must maintain the diplomatic, intelligence, and military capabilities to respond to threats emanating from Afghanistan whenever necessary. And we must also focus on the fact that many terror groups have begun using alternative methods, including the internet, to systematically radicalize individuals already living in the United States. This is a real threat that has already cost American lives and must be taken seriously. We must learn from the withdrawal and ensure that in the future, when the U.S. exits a foreign theater, we do so with adequate planning for all contingencies, including the evacuation of locals who assisted the United States in its mission. This includes ensuring that the Department of Homeland Security has the planning, the resources, and importantly, the data that it needs from other agencies to efficiently and accurately screen those who are seeking asylum. The security of the United States cannot be a partisan issue. My Democratic colleagues and I take our responsibility on this committee seriously and undertake our oversight with solemnity. The Biden administration inherited a chaotic withdrawal that was already in progress. On the day that the Biden administration began, 5,000 Taliban prisoners had been released. American forces had been reduced to 2,500 in Afghanistan, and the Taliban had retaken more than 200 of the sectors of Afghanistan. Going forward, we must make sure that we learn the lessons from withdrawal, that we work across agencies in an entirety of government approach to ensure that we maintain the capabilities necessary to meet terrorist threats wherever they emanate from, and particularly from Afghanistan, and that we have better procedures in place in the future to make sure that American personnel and our allies and those who assist us are able to leave foreign theaters in a efficient and safe manner. So my hope for today's hearing is that we will focus on forward-looking solutions that will improve the safety of Americans at home and around the world.